Squaw! What's going on, guys? We are back again for Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Wildlands. Now, in the last episode, we continued on with... I came over here because I did one more major intel and then finished that off. But we went and started doing San Mateo's security. But there's a random mysterious butcher called El Pozolero. And I may butcher these Spanish things a lot because I do not have the accent for it. But we have one more mission until we find out who it is, and that's to interrogate a driver. And it says, our intelligence gathers efforts have revealed the existence of a death truck that transport corpses of El Pozolero. We need to intercept the truck and interrogate its driver in the location of operation.
According to our intel, there's a cartel death truck that collects corpses across San Mateo.
Which is, yeah, they're saying what I just said. But I came over here to get one more major intel so that way, no matter what, the entire map is all storyline. There's nothing left on the map for just
I asked the rebels to send over a
major intel or anything like that. And also the whole map has been discovered as well. Now major intel people might find important, but to me it's very time consuming and it doesn't seem as important as I could just start doing the missions right away. So we're gonna head over here, and if you hear a slight buzzing, it might not be your headphones, it might be mine. I actually put this AC unit in my, well, it's not really an AC unit per se, it's a little difficult to explain it, but it's basically the indoor fan AC unit. It's like a giant rectangle, and you'll put a hose in a window. Well, this one doesn't have a hose. It basically has a tank you fill with water, and you can put ice in it as well. So I filled it up with water and ice today, and the thing holds like 7 liters. I put about 6 something, just in case, I don't know. And then I put some ice in there, and I put it on cool. So this way, my room doesn't get as hot, because with the PC running games, it gets pretty hot with like the graphics card and such. So I was like, well, since it's running hot, my room already gets hot because the central air AC for my house, I think it's left at 70 something, and I can't remember the exact number. But while the rest of the house may be 70 something, upstairs might be a degree or 2 higher. My room is like an extra 4 degrees hotter, maybe more. I don't know exact numbers, but it's extremely hot for some reason. Now I'm also assuming that in the winter it gets cold because I have the corner room. That wall right here next to me, which is where the windows are outside. The wall that you see back there, that's all, it's all just outside right there. And then behind the camera and then to that side are, you know, the rest of the house. But that is the roof, which is attic, and then that is the kitchen. So I have hot stuff under me, which aren't always run, something like that. Aren't always ran. I think it's ran. That's beside the point. But the attic, which isn't always insulated properly, it's insulated, but I don't know. They did the best they could. I don't know anything about it, but I'm just saying it might add to the fact that my room is more like what outside is like. Outside's pretty hot, my room gets hot. Outside's cold, my room gets cold. But I'm hoping, you know, some things may make a difference. So I put this AC unit. Now you can run it as a fan, no problem. I mean, there's no issue about that. You plug it in, turn it on. But if you want it to run like an AC unit, you fill it up with water and you fill it up with ice, and there's a button called cool, and that's all it says. And you click that, and it runs quote unquote cool, and that's what runs, you know, AC air. So now it's a lot colder. It's not nearly just blowing around air, it's blowing around air that's gone through water and ice. Now the ice just kind of sits there, and I'm assuming it cools down the water at some point in time when it like starts to melt and such. But it says I can add the ice directly to where the water is, but I haven't done that before. So this is the first time I'm using the water ice part of it. So what I did was I followed the instructions, and I just did exactly what it says. Now it says there are other options, but for now, instead of doing these other options, I'm just going to keep it simple. So it says, oh, hey, put in water and ice and there's a top filling spot, I was like, oh, that's perfect, so I'll just fill it up top. So that's what I did. And then it says, you know, there's a side part. Well, when I looked in the side part, I didn't know anything about it. I look in the side part and there's like wiring in there. So I'm like, eh.
Eyes on the truck. Leave this fucker alive.
He's already got a load.
You know, I don't really entirely trust that.
Easy. Come on.
I'm unarmed! I'm unarmed!
He's chin down. You El Pozolero?
For serious? Fuck no, I'm not that Diablo. I just drive the truck, way, nada más.
Tell me his name and where to find him.
His name's Raul something. Raul Morillo. You sure you want me to tell you where he is?
Motherfucker, tell me where El Pozolero is. I ran out of patience 2 days ago.
All right, I'll tell you where he is. Pero we should never found out.
Bowman, this is Nomad.
There we go. We've interrogated him. Now we've done that we needed.
He also gave up Pozolero's location.
Outstanding. I'll run Mario's name and send you whatever background I can find.
This one's weird, Bowman. These cartel goons are staying away from El Pozolero like he's got the plague.
That might be why there's such little chatter about him. Be careful. There's a lot of unknowns here. Just make sure he's alive. Otherwise, we'll never get confirmation on these missing people.
Just got a file transfer from
Alright,
Bowman.
so there we go.
Looks like she was able to dig up some background on El Pozolero.
Good to go.
But yeah, back to what I was saying before. Because I've never used this kind of like AC unit and such,
We've got a location on
I
El
said-
Pozolero. Go and get this bastard and bring him to me. He's got a lot to answer for.
difficult to talk when I'm trying to see if they're talking and I'm not. Alright, so basically what I did was, it's right there, like back and down. But the bottom had wiring, so I was like, well, that's a little confusing. I'm not gonna pour water where I see wires and it has a warning label. So I said maybe there's some sort of thing that I'm missing. So I said, you know what, maybe there's something in there I don't know about. So I started pouring in the top because it made the most sense to me, you know, instead of directly pouring in where the wires go. So I was like, you know what, I'll just pour in the top, be safe. And then the water ended up going down to the bottom. So I was like, well, it's there now, it's working just fine. So the next time I do it, I'm just gonna pour it straight down the side. The side has a panel as well that opens, because when I was pouring it out the top, I had some water spill off the side. So I was like, you know what,
Nervous. Bowman said there are a lot
stuff
of
like that, we
variables.
might as well just
There aren't a lot of variables. We just don't know
figure
what
it
they
out.
are, so we're taking
So the
everything
next
into
time,
account.
it says,
Covert
I gotta
wave.
read it
I
again,
wanna
the
see El
manual,
Pozolero before he
but
sees
it did
us.
say something about, I poured water and ice in the top, and the top's labeled ice only, water only, so that's what I did, very easily. But it says on the side that that's where you can pour water, so you know that's where the water goes, makes sense. But it also says you can put ice where the water is. So I'm thinking I'll fill the top with ice, pour the water in the side, and then every once in a while I'll put a few cubes in there, not to like a whole bunch, but I'll put a few cubes in there, like a 4, just to cool it down. But it is a lot of water. The thing is like 7 liters, I put in 6 or so. That's a lot of water. So I'm thinking like more than just more than a handful or so of ice cubes. So I'll probably end up doing that, seeing what happens and such.
Coming up
So we'll
on the
go over
cartel
here.
base now. Let's go find El Pozolero.
Sniper out there.
Take him out. There was someone over there, but I'm not entirely sure where they went.
I asked the rebels to do a recon of the area.
Copy. Relaying enemy locations now.
Hey, we got a narco by the camp entrance.
Alright. Start heading in, start taking these people out.
Alarm over here.
I definitely want to take that out.
Alarm is off.
Well, that worked out.
I called Pacatory for some reinforcements.
Copy that. A fire team will be right there.
Taking a shot.
Shut the damn alarm off.
See if I can take out this alarm. We do not want air support.
Their LT's trying to run.
If any helicopters come, usually I take care of them, so let's see how this is going to work out. Helicopters and snipers. Very interesting mix of who I take out. I don't know what's shooting at me. I was about to say, I have no clue what's actually shooting at me. Can you not?
To the truck.
Jeez. I should have waited till I healed up, to be completely honest. At least I didn't die and I can still be revived. Alright, so let's try and take this guy out on the turret.
We got a mounted weapon.
Yeah, to me it's not that hard. Very precise aimer. Apparently there's someone over here. Yeah, he's in that doorway. Let's see if there's anybody this way. Put up a spotting over there.
I got eyes on El Pozolero. Remember, we need him alive.
There's that guy. I don't know if the alarm's still going off because I'm not even close to it. Who's shooting me? This guy. Jeez. And that guy. There's that guy. There's Sniper. Like I said, I'm very accurate when it comes to this assault rifle. So I don't really need a sniper. Just doesn't have much range on it. I gotta aim up a lot. But there's also the
Sniper, take cover.
I was about to say, why don't I just melee this guy? But there's also getting out light machine guns. So that way I can take out such things like helicopters. Alright, come on out. Alright, so this one's basically a direct shot. There we go. Just like that. Oh, there's another one. And there's like people over there,
Just
so
requested a rebel recon of this area.
you know. That's stuff. But, you know,
You guys
I don't really
smell
gotta
that?
do anything like that. You can just take this guy out.
Death, man. Fucking death.
Oh my gosh, look at all this.
Manos arriba. Let me see those hands.
Hola, señores. You're taller than the usual delivery people.
Well, you verga.
Shit.
Alright. Let's take this bad boy out of here. Alright, let's head this way to the left. I don't want to run you over. Come on, rebel. I don't know why they do that. Like, you just random stuff, and they get in the way and all these other things. So now we gotta extract him. Actually, it's almost 2 kilometers away, and driving him is the best bet, because there's not any way that I'd be able to get him inside a helicopter.
But Pepito will think I'm cheap.
But we'll head this way real quick.
Lidia Flores once gave me a jirafa azul, and Pepito said the nastiest things to him. I had to spank him. Pepito, that is, not the giraffe.
Is this guy for real or is he fucking with us? I think he's fucking for real. Something kept his mind from growing up the whole way.
Do all Americans curse as much as you do? I'm supposed to wash away an American this week, but he hasn't arrived yet. Not that it would matter to me if he cares much or not. I just do my job. I don't judge other people.
Wash away an American? You mean put this American in a barrel and cover him with lye?
Claro que sí. Some of the other men with guns, they call me El Pozolero, the stew maker. But I don't make stew. I don't even eat stew.
You just dissolve bodies in barrels of lye. Great.
I bury them too. Sometimes. Why are you looking at me like that? It's not like I killed these people. Pepito would never let me do that.
Why wouldn't he?
Because it's not part of my job, of course. Are you sure we can go back for Pepito?
I'm sure. Don't worry. We'll let him know there weren't any giraffes or any other animals.
Gracias. No doubt he'll still pout about being left behind.
Interesting. He's very calm about what he says.
Wait.
Let's see what he says during the interrogation.
Inigo Morales, district court judge, disappeared on his way home from work. Octavio Rodriguez, student activist, kidnapped by a gang of armed men outside a local bar, never seen again. Mirabel Castro, school teacher, last seen at an Unidad checkpoint in Santa Cruz.
I remember her. She had beautiful skin, like an angel.
There's 1,000 more like them in this stack, you son of a bitch, and that's just this year. Every one of them had a family. People out of their minds with grief because their loved ones are gone.
But they were dead. What else could I do?
Midas thinks he's got the mind of a child. Probably has no idea what you're talking about.
Well, he'd better have a fucking photographic memory. I want the names of every single person you put in one of those drums. I don't care how long it takes. Do you understand me?
Yes? Okay. Then you will take me back, ¿verdad? I must get back to work.
Wow.
I can handle stupid and I can handle grim. But I sure don't like seeing them in
He
one
literally
package.
has
He's not
almost
exactly
no idea what he's doing.
emotionally underdeveloped. He didn't learn the proper way to.
Well, there you go. It takes him out. And this is a submachine gun, so I'd rather not
Like
use
his
that.
brain broke?
He's disassociating.
Exactly. I, for one, am not going to let my kids burn ants anymore.
That's crazy. He had almost no idea what he was doing. He knew what he was doing, but he didn't... like they said, he has like the mind of a child. He was doing what he was told, and he was good at his job, so that's what they did for him. They should have went after, let's check. No, not that. There's one more. Security. There's a person... What was he saying? Pepito? It might be... Yeah, I'm guessing security would be the only one under here. I don't know. He was saying somebody. We should have went after that guy because he said he was killing a lot of people and he was more in charge. Interesting. So I'm guessing now that we finished him, we're going to go over to here for smuggling with Boston Reed. And then after that, we take on the right side of the map. And then that's everything. That's all these guys. And then after that, it's the underbosses, the heads, then the boss of bosses, El Sueño. We are getting closer and closer to taking out El Sueño. But I hope that you guys have been enjoying this. We're 72% down in security, 54% down in smuggling, 68% down in influence, and 50% in production. Jeez, that's a lot to be done. Next, we're doing smuggling. And then after that, we're going to just make our way down the right side, the whole entire east side of the Bolivia. And I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have, hit the like down below. And if you want to see more episodes of this game and see more amazing action-packed videos, subscribe. These videos come out Monday through Friday, and I post on Saturday and Sunday, casual gameplay. And I hope you guys will enjoy those as well. And I will see you guys in the next episode. See ya.